welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a thrift flip. I am super excited to show you guys how I turned this maxi skirt into this tube top and scrunchie duo. It's what I'm wearing right now and I love it. It's super comfortable. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. I might be starting a thrift flip series on my channel, so yes, definitely let me know if you guys like this video and I'll be sure to make more. So yeah, I don't want to make this intro too long, so let's get right onto the video. Okay, so for today's thrift flip, I will be turning this maxi skirt into a tube top, and then if there's some extra fabric, probably like a scrunchie or like a hair scarf or something. Am I in the frame? No, I'm not in the frame. But yeah, I got this maxi skirt from Nordstrom like 5 years ago, I think. It was around that time when maxi skirts were a really big thing, and you know, like all the Pinterest Tumblr girls wore them out like in the summer. But yeah, first of all, this pattern is... What was I thinking? This skirt has been sitting in my closet for 5 years now and I have not touched it, so thought I would turn it into something that I would actually wear. So let's get right onto the thrift flip.
Alright, so first I grabbed my maxi skirt and cut it open so I had a large piece of fabric. After that, take your chest measurement and the length you want the tube top to be. I wanted mine to hit right about the length of where my belly button is, and that ended up being around 29 centimeters. Then I folded the fabric in half with the pattern facing inwards. Next, take your chest measurement and subtract 5 centimeters from it, or if you're measuring in inches, you would subtract 2 inches. This is so that the tube top will be tight and not expose your boobs while you're wearing it. So for example, my original chest measurement was 73 centimeters, so I subtract 5 from that to get 68 centimeters. I marked where that is on the fabric, and then I measured out the height of the tube top, making marks as guides for where to cut. Then I got my fabric scissors and just cut along those lines I made. Make sure you set aside and keep the extra fabric for the scrunchie later. And don't worry about the cut being super clean because you'll be sewing over it anyways. Now that I have a somewhat rectangular looking piece of fabric, I'm taking some pins and using this to hold the ends together as I sew along the edge. Once I've pinned it all the way, I just run it through my sewing machine, making sure to take the pins out as I go. Alright, so you should end up with a tube of fabric kind of like this. Turn it inside out again so the pattern is facing you this time. Next, bring the two ends together, and here I'm using safety pins to pin the edges together. I'd originally used regular pins, but they kept falling out, so I found that safety pins worked a lot better here. You're going to pin as much of the edges together as you can until you get something kind of like this. And again, run that through the sewing machine. As you can see, it's going to be folded in on itself, so just fold it so that the pattern is facing you again. And there will be a little hole left, so just run it through the sewing machine one more time to close it up. And there you go, that's the finished tube top. Alright, now moving on to the scrunchie. So take that leftover fabric from earlier and cut out a rectangle piece. You can change the size depending on how large or small you want your scrunchie to be, but for mine, I cut the fabric to around 18 by 4 inches. Fold this in half with the inside of the fabric facing you, then just sew all along the edge and you should get a small tube of fabric kind of like this. Next, I'm going to take a safety pin and put this through one end. So you pick the pin and you push it through the inside of the tube all the way to the other side. And then use that to flip the fabric inside out. Then I'm taking the safety pin again and I'm attaching it to the end of an elastic. Using this, you're going to thread the elastic through the tube of fabric. It helps to hold on to one end of the elastic with your pinky just so that you make sure you don't lose it. After that, just take the elastic and tie a knot. Then just close up the scrunchie by running it through the sewing machine one last time. And you're done. That's the finished scrunchie.
Alright, that is it for today's thrift flip. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. And again, if you like this kind of video, definitely let me know and I might be able to start a thrift flip kind of series. And until next time, I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!